Chinese government has sent more than 1 million Uyghurs, a Muslim minority ethnic group, to centres like this for what it calls voluntary job training. US officials have previously described them as concentration camps.
This is what it wants the world to see. Over the past few years, a vast network of high-security facilities has been built across China's western region of Xinjiang, surrounded by high walls, barbed wire, and watchtowers.
You likely know this man, Mesut Ozil, a German international of Turkish descent who stars for English club Arsenal. Ozil spoke out about China's imprisonment of a reported 2 million Uyghurs. To understand Ozil's realistic criticisms, we must understand the issue.
Uyghurs mainly live here, in the Xinjiang province of northwestern China.
Per Vox, Uyghurs established the Islamic Republic of East Turkestan in 1933. China put an end to it in less than a year. In 1944, the then Soviet Union supported the East Turkestan Republic. In 1949, when China turned communist, the Soviets backed away and China took over again. China's entire fight is fueled by money. The Xinjiang region is rich in energy. As China's economy escalated, so did urgency for energy, like coal reserves, oil and gas, plus wind energy. The Chinese pushed migration to Xinjiang, in turn oppressing the Uyghurs from jobs and livelihoods. This set up China's Belt and Road Initiative, a massive trade project linking Beijing with some 70 countries around the world via railroads, gas pipelines, shipping lanes, and other infrastructure projects. Xinjiang is prime real estate for trade, thus the Chinese want full control of the region. Today, people in Xinjiang are watched by tens of thousands of facial recognition cameras and surveillance apps on their phones. Worse, the Chinese government imprisoned Uyghurs, labeling them titles of anti-government incendiaries looking to harm China. The state calls them job training centers. Ozil spoke out about the violation of the Uyghurs' human rights, like brainwashing Uyghurs, and as the BBC found via an internal memo, never allow escapes, increase discipline and punishment, strict secrecy. The memo details how detainees will only be released when they can demonstrate they have transformed their behavior, beliefs, and language. Staff members are told to monitor students as they eat, take bathroom breaks, and bathe, lest they try to escape. Comings and goings from training centers are closely tracked. Family members are missing. People are dying just because of their alignment on the religious spectrum because China needs the land. Ozil criticized the Chinese government, saying in China, Qurans are burned, mosques were closed down, Islamic theological schools, religious scholars were killed one by one. Despite all this, Muslims stay quiet. And like Daryl Morey, China fought back. They pulled Arsenal games on Chinese television. Then, once restored, intentionally not acknowledging Ozil, not reading his name in the starting lineups or when he touched the ball. He was removed from the video game Pro Evolution Soccer in China. Arsenal distanced themselves from Ozil's comments, stating, following social media messages from Mesut Ozil on Friday, Arsenal must make it clear that these are Mesut's personal views. In essence, seeing PPTV has a $700 million deal to broadcast EPL games in China. This is the cost of doing big business, especially in world football. Ozil took a stand because simply it was the right thing to do. Initially, China fought back, saying the camps do not exist. As more evidence was uncovered, the communist nation admitted they exist, but then put on a dog and pony show of what really goes on behind the scenes. Ozil is one man who spoke up. Imagine if an entire team did. Imagine if an entire league did. The money being handed over to the Premier League is not freshly printed, tried and true paper. It is the funds that were raised from imprisonment, torture, and lives being taken so one nation's trade can excel to its highest potential while discarding human lives in the process.